I'm here on the job site with Dale, who's a framing contractor.
Hey, good morning.
Dale traded up to Geico Commercial Auto Insurance for all his business vehicles. We're here where he needs us most.
Yep, they sure are.
We make it easy for him to save on all his insurance needs, all in one place, with coverage that fits his business and bottom line. Oh, I shouldn't have looked down.
It's all right.
We're so far up here.
Look at me. Take a deep breath.
No, I'm good. So good.
Get a commercial auto insurance quote today at geico.com and see how much you could save. It feels good to Geico.
You're listening to Heaving Bosoms, the podcast where two best friends recap romance novels while wishing we were omegas and knowing in our bones that we'd be bitter betas.
Gonna love what we love, do it out loud. Stack ourselves with the clinches out. Shout it from the rooftop, can you hear the sound? Yeah. Live your best life, love it out loud. Love it out loud.
Hey, HBs. I'm so glad you're back for part 2 of this approachably bananas book. This Friday on Patreon and our Apple Podcast subscription, Sabrina and pals are telling me all about the rest of this Sweet Verse series. This is book 1 of that series. And I'm specifically demanding Lola and information on Lady Alphas. These are the things I want to highlight in the info dump that I get. I'm very stoked about it. We've had some angels start supporting us on Patreon lately. So here's a huge and warm and slick welcome to Megan S.W., Daphne, Elizabeth, Melissa W., Amy with 2 E's, and J.M. All right, when we left you yesterday, Baby had moved back in with her pack. She made sure the women didn't get thrown out because she's a girl's girl. She's now forging relationships with each of her horny alphas. And she got nodded for the first time. It's a big week for Baby, you know? And that's where we're jumping in. So we end up spending some time with Bullet, too. He's the security guy, and his gift is a gun. He's going to teach her how to shoot. There's a bunch of stuff that happens. It's great.
A lot going on. They're just real cute. And she just starts getting close with her men's, and then her heat really starts hitting. And she thought she would be fine in the apartment, but it's too big, too open. The noises are bothering her, and she didn't really register they were bothering her until Yvonne showed up for a check-in. And then some of the alphas, I don't remember who exactly, walk in while she's trying to put a sheet up over the window. And she's like, oh, hi. Hi.
Because she doesn't want to give Jonah any more reason to say, we're not the pack for you. So on the one hand, she knows that her nest is wrong and it's making her feel bad. But on the other hand, she doesn't want to say too much to try and fix it because she doesn't want Jonah to have more fodder to be like, there's somebody better for you, get out. And
oh my God.
Books figures it out after he directs a very hot bath scene with she and Tornado. The nest is wrong and we're going to have to fix it. And then all the boys are like, I think we bring in the women? And they're like, yeah, we bring in the women. All the betas come and build her a blanket fort.
They have girly pop time and they all hang out. Oh my God. And then it's so fucking wait, I have this quote because it is so funny because they come in. Oh, by the way, we totally skipped this. Dusty is the mechanic guy. He runs the shop. His courting gift to her is a leather jacket with the late night Howlers emblem on the back and Baby on her over her heart.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is for you. Got you your courting gift. Dusty, you don't have to get me. Yes, I did. Not courting you like the dickhead or Prez or any of those others you start perfuming like a garden hothouse for. But you are my Omega. And if it weren't for you being stubborn and a real sweetheart, Candy would have been kicked to the curb. would have broke my heart. And she says, you wouldn't have tried to stop her? Fight Jonah on it? And he's like, I like to think I was working up to it, would have done something at the last minute, but who knows now? This Omega business is tricky. And then she is like, what do you mean? And he basically explains that, like, it's hard because, like, pack.
Right.
So, like, is it, do I do what's best for me or do I do what's best for pack? And, like, that's it's a fine line. Like, there's no good decision here.
Sure.
Right.
Unless you've got baby as an Omega.
And I didn't have to. And then, because he looks at her and he says, we sure got lucky with you, baby. And then he gives it to her and he says, he grinned and one of his front bottom teeth was crooked and gold. Scorch will have himself a jealous fit when he sees this, but he would have taken too long to get you one, and you deserve it. You're one of us, cub.
He calls her cub. I cannot with it.
He's like the cutest father figure, which is just
like
real
an
precious.
Uncle. Yeah, he's like a sweet uncle.
He's uncle-y. Like he does. Yeah, he's a caretaker, but not like sexual,
right?
For her anyway. So
and he's the one who smells like a warm blanket.
Well, and it's so funny because even though they're not into her, to be clear, listener, I need you to understand that Omegaverse by default is horny as fuck, and it is horny in the most bananas ways because all of these alphas, even though they are not into baby, her Omega pheromones send them all randy as hell, and all of the betas are fucking winning because of it, because they're alphas. Like, she starts perfuming and they roll home and they're like, hey, I'm about to worship you. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Well, and to the point that there becomes this big conflict. So early in the book, Seth was at that other bar to try and make sure that they were going to have a truce with this rival MC club that's still doing crime, and is really shitty to women. They're the bad MC. And Lola, I guess, at one point, she asks Baby for permission to take the sweater that she's wearing when she, like, blooms into heat at one point.
This is rough.
Yeah. And apparently she goes back to that, like, really sketchy MC bar with that sweater. And so all of a sudden they're, like, up there hanging out in the bar, and two of the guys, Buzz and Indy, come in with Lola between them because they have just been, like, taking hits of Baby's Omega scent off of Lola, and she's kind of their captive at this point. Like, I feel like it started sort of consensually, and then it immediately spiraled out of Lola's control. And so they come to the bar to be like, why don't you give her another hug, Lola? Yeah, you two just get snuggly over there. Because they want more Omega pheromones. Yeah, and they also want to see, like, is Baby claimed? Because until she's claimed, apparently she's fair game, quote unquote. Which,
as far as they're concerned,
that's not how that works. You know what I mean? Like, not in a good world. That's not how that works.
No.
Yeah.
Not in any world, but like his world. That's how it works. It's gross.
Yeah, so now she's like, oh, fuck, I have to figure out a way to get Lola out of here. And she ends up calling her cousin to hopefully intercede, because there's not a lot her MC can do and maintain the truce. And obviously she can't go in there alone because she will just become next captive, So she does that, and then there's another moment when one of the other guys, his courting gift is, I'm going to teach you how to throw a punch and defend yourself. That's Bo, Mackenzie's older brother, I think. Brody, that's the one. And Cole ends up, like, kind of being there when the session is over, and he, like, kind of comforts her because at one point the grappling, like, gets a little too real and her body starts reacting with a legitimate fear response instead of, like, practice kind of a thing. And so Cole steps in to try to do a big comfort on her, but Cole doesn't actually know what that means or how to do it.
Well, yeah, it's hard for a comfort to stay a comfort when it turns into a sexual assault.
Yeah, right? because Cole immediately, like, he's holding her and hugging her, and she's like, oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And then he starts to finger her, and she's like, it's like, I mean, I guess biologically it's nice. Like, my clitoris is responding, but I don't know about anything else.
Yeah. Body's on board, brain is not on board because she's really uncertain about Cole. And then for good reason, because the minute the finger bang is done, he puts her up in presentation position. He's like, time to fuck. And she's like, no.
So wait a second. No. We're not going to get stuck on this dirty gym mat for however long a knot takes is my logistical reason for not doing this. So I don't have to tell you that I find your whole personality very, very gross. So that's how she gets out of it. He's going to like take her up to her room, but then he gets distracted.
And he is pissed about it.
Oh God,
and
he
he is
mad.
Such an asshole.
She has kept something from him that he is entitled to in Cole's mind, for sure. Yeah. But he ends up getting distracted because the beta that he was having sex with before she got there and still is.
That's the other thing is all of the other guys don't smell like any other betas anymore because they are fully focused on her, the ones that she's into, and he's still he's still messing around with other betas, which is ultimately like,
it's fine.
Bro, in this universe, if you're going after the Omega, you can't have anybody else on. You are not even hiding it. At one point, he walks out of her room. Like, yes, it's in a panic situation, but like, dude, this is not how it works in this universe.
He walks out of her room in a panic situation?
Yeah, when Bullet's bike gets obliterated and everyone goes into the hallway from Snuggle Times, Cole is seen getting dressed as he leaves Lizzie's room. And Lizzie is looking so awkward about it. Like, because she knows that in this universe, this isn't how things work. Like,
yeah. And Lizzie just seems a little too meek to be, I don't know. I think that around Cole, she definitely shrivels a little bit. And agency becomes very precarious, I feel like, for her, you know? I don't know. I don't think it's non-consensual, but I do think Lizzie is kind of coerced, it feels like.
Yeah, it's coercive for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, he gets distracted and she manages to get out of that. And she immediately goes to Ryan because what is more comforting than him?
And then she gets a Ryan blanket.
Yes.
Because she's like, I just want you to hold me.
Just lay on me. And he's like, oh, is that what people are calling it these days?
And she's like, no, I really just want you to like put all of your body weight on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I need you to be my weighted blanket. Yeah.
Quincy walks in at some point during all of this.
That's Bullet.
And he's like, I can't tell if this is sexual or not.
Yeah. And Ryan just says, not. What do you need? So anyway, they're going to go on the first ride of the season because temps have hit above 60 degrees, okay? And it's time to get on your motorcycles. So she chooses Bullet to get on the back of his bike, and they do a fun family ride along. And
it's real cute, y'all.
It's great. Then Ryan knots her for the first time, which was very important to me, Melody, and also probably Baby. You know? And then she is like hanging out with Bullet, I think. And yeah,
Snuggle
Bullet
times.
is like snuggling with her. And a huge ruckus happens outside because somebody has completely trashed Bullet's bike. And it's like in parts basically on the street. Somebody took more than bats to it, essentially. And it's terrifying. And they saw a hangman's cut riding away. So they know that it was the other MC, and they figure out that it's because Bullet had Baby on the back of it, and they want Baby. So they're sending a message.
One, it's super cute because everyone's like, oh, you should like stay away from Bullet for a second because like he is unhinged right now and like blah, blah, blah. And then she can't take it.
Of course. All of her Omega senses are telling her, go to Bullet. Everybody else is like, he's dangerous right now. And
she's like,
gets
he
out
would
of their
never
hold.
hurt me.
Yeah, like this, I am what he needs, is what she knows in her bones.
I just need everybody to know the Hangmen are such a bunch of fucking incel edgelords.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers wear their cuts and all of that, but they wear a fucking noose around all of their necks.
It's a noose necklace. Ew.
It's literally...
Ew, y'all.
Bro,
Like, get over yourself, you know?
One, I cannot believe nobody has ever just grabbed that and choked you out.
Right?
You literally have given them the
It's
immediate
a built-in
ability.
garrote, basically. Not, but you know what I mean? Like, it's right there. All they have to do is grab it.
Yeah. What are you... So stupid. But like, what a bunch of fucking edge... I can't.
No, they're
What?
so hard, Sabrina, you know?
They're
So tough and hard.
stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So now
after
they're
all of
like,
this, they're like,
oh yeah, go ahead.
we got to get baby out of town. And Quincy's
Yes.
like, I have a place we can go, especially
Yeah.
because her heat is like the blanket fort is not enough anymore. It's like, it's a whole thing. Like now she's in danger, and they're like, okay, so they send everybody up on this trip with Quincy to go to the secret place that Quincy knows.
Yeah, all 5 alphas go with her. Cole stays behind, notably. And they arrive at a full-on estate. It's like a mansion. There's a big, giant Victorian greenhouse that I needed more information about. There was...
Most importantly,
Yeah.
there is the world's most beautiful nest in a fucking, like, tower
turret.
parapet situation.
a turret.
With, like,
yeah.
a beautiful bathroom as well.
Yeah.
And, like, just such a beautiful situation. And she ends up getting really close with Quincy because it's just she and him in that nest, that big nest, which is literally a dream come true because it is just a room. And the floor is a memory foam mattress, and
Yeah.
the ceiling is kind of low and dim, and it's a beautiful
It's a skylight.
glass ceiling.
Ah!
And it's covered
Yes,
in
please.
pillows and blankies, and I have a lot of logistical questions about how is this house not covered in dust, but also like
So many questions about that.
I had to whimsy a
I'm
lot.
I'm walking right by it. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're whimsying. We're
Well,
just
and she asks, like, oh, was this your mom's nest? And Quincy says, no, it was mine. Because we find out he comes from an old money family that is matriarchal for the most part and has a long, long, long lineage of producing omegas. So they were preparing for Quincy to be an omega. Then they got this, like, snarling, barking little alpha, and they didn't know what to do with him.
oh my god. There's one time where he accidentally barks. Like
Yeah.
alpha bark, which like for those of you not in Omegaverse, like when an alpha barks, that is a command.
Yeah.
It's a domination thing. You can tell who is like the more dominant alpha
Right.
because that alpha barks, other alphas will fall in line, but like Omegas have next to no control over a reaction to it.
Right.
And he accidentally barked, and she's like, I kind of like, I
liked
like
that.
you for who you are. I kind of like it. And so he like does a little bit of sexy alpha barking.
Ooh. It's great, yeah.
It's
But
hot.
he says that sometimes he feels kind of like weird and guilty about barking and like doing anything that is alpha-esque because it not only comes from this, you know, family history of like he shouldn't have been what he was, but then also when he was a teenager he would take advantage of his bark and like make his grandfather fall in line and stuff. And like so there's like
Little
guilt too.
tad.
But I did kind
Which
of
like
love it.
Quincy, you're fine. You were a teenager.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
buddy, if all of us could have barked as a teen, we would have.
Please. Absolutely.
I would be if I had been able to bark instead of fawn, I would have been barking.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
So now we have an Omega heat extravaganza because her body realizes that she's in like a nest. She's totally safe and ensconced.
Yeah.
And all
She
of
is
her
embraced.
alphas. Oh yeah. All of her alphas do her real good. Even Seth gets in on it and he like does her in the shower, even though he's like, I don't have a knot. She's like, I just want you, Seth. I want you as you.
Well, so that's after the
best.
heat.
Is it after the heat?
Because it's after the heat, because she's done. She's like, she wakes up from this heat. By the way, she barely remembers
3 days
anything
of...
from the heat. Just fuckfest. And then she goes into the shower to like clean up, because when she wakes up, she no longer wants sex. She wakes up and looks around in disgust. She's like, oh.
I mean, dried fluids everywhere. You know?
Fair, girl. Fair. It's that whole thing. It's like the post-nut clarity, right? Except
totally.
like, not because it was a great experience, but also like, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is a
the
lot.
post-heat recognition of your actions.
That's what it is. And so she gets up, she goes down to this bathroom, and like Seth comes and helps her out, and then they have just the most beautiful sex. Or it might be before. It's not mid-heat though. It's either before or right after.
Yeah, I thought it was before, but it certainly could be after.
Either way, it's not mid extravaganza.
No, she's all not all the time in heat. Like when she actually hits her peak.
She is like, I want you, Seth. And he's like, I don't
As
have what you're looking for, baby. And she's like, no, you do.
You are what I'm looking for.
I can't get knotted in the shower.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, I loved the realism of her. She's like,
I know.
I'm not interested. I'm not getting stuck in here for an hour.
Right.
Sometimes you just want a good old dick in you.
Sure.
No knot. And then he fingers her ass while he's fucking her up against the wall.
And
because
he's like handheld shower head going on her clit. Come on.
It's some real good
Seth
shower
knows what's
sex,
going
y'all.
on. Seth
Of course
knows.
he does. He lives in a world of knots. He's like, I'm gonna step it up and I'm gonna fucking make an art of knotless sex.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. So, meanwhile, she realizes that Ryan did not participate in the heat at all.
No. Extremely importantly to me, Sabrina, in this scene, Books comes in at the end of their sex. Like, as they're about to fucking finish.
How dare I?
And they're like, Seth's like, all right, I'm tapping out because she needs a knot. Your turn, Books. And Books is like, oh God. And Books is so nervous because he's never knotted anyone before. And he's like, oh no. This was definitely before heat, because this is the like, oh no, I've never knotted anyone before. Yep. And she's like, I want you. Come fuck the hell out of me. So they end up in the nest. And then turns out Books is a naughty primal little motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because he's like, do you want me to make a game of this? Like, do you want me to chase you? Do you want me to like come get you? And she's like,
oh
yeah.
God, yes, I actually
And then they
do.
basically play like sexy tag, and at one point she's running away from it. He straight up grabs her ankle in this nest and like yoinks her down underneath him.
Yeah.
Books.
Books. Yeah, it's great. Okay. It's fantastic.
It's real hot.
He brings something new to the table for sure.
Yeah, she goes downstairs. Beautiful, wonderful Tornado is cooking a delicious feast. They have like snicky snack times, and she's like, Ryan, where's Ryan? Ryan wasn't there for any of this. And Tornado's like, it's not because he didn't want you. You should go talk to Ryan.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved that because it's one of the other ways that the polycule functions in a really healthy way, right? Because before she even has to encounter that situation, she gets enough information to feel very secure, but he still respects their individual relationship enough to be like, you should hear it from Ryan.
He's like, I'm going to take care of you enough that you can go to him without being in distress.
Yes, exactly. And poor Ryan is spraying roses, okay? He he hasn't really slept in the last couple of days. He's not doing
to
well.
be fair, if you're a nerdy alpha and your omega is in heat getting narded by all of her men's, and boy, you can smell it and hear it from outside.
Yeah.
And you're not participating? That
NOT participating? Yikes. Yeah. Tough times for Ryan.
It's not participating versus not participating. It's not participating versus not participating.
Right. Like, I would not recommend repotting anything right now, Ryan. Okay, you're not.
No, you know what? No, because what would happen is if he repots it, he's gonna end up like digging the little trowel bit to plop the plant in, and he's gonna fuck it instead.
No,
Melody,
stop it. That is not at all what would happen.
Absolutely.
No. No, go fuck yourself. As a fellow gardener, no, that is not what would happen. What would happen?
Are you also a nart wielder, Melody?
I mean, look, I can put myself there. No, what would happen is he tries to repot something and he ends up accidentally smashing every terracotta pot because he's just like so jittery and he can't, like he doesn't know how strong he is. That's what it would be. He's gonna fuck
Melody.
the dirt. Are you kidding me? He's gonna fuck the potting soil, Sabrina? Come on. That is not.
We're about to blast from the past real quick.
Oh God. The bowl of noodles.
What kind of pasta do you think feels best on a knot? What kind of pasta is like the best knotting pasta?
I'm gonna say lasagna pasta. Lasagna. Lasagna noodles.
Lasagna noodles? You just fucking make a fucking taco shell out of it and go to town?
Yeah, or you do like all the way around. You wrap it all the way around.
I was imagining those big shells that we decided are good clit suckers. That goes on either side.
Oh, I like that. No, but I think you can make a ring out of.
You can do a little bit of like
lasagna.
Bloop, 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 oh yeah,
a clit massager or a not massager, a nart massager. You've ruined me.
A nart slurper or a clit massager. Oh my God, get narted. All right, anyway.
Oh, so she finds out that the reason Ryan could not participate in heat, frenzy, is that he couldn't trust himself not to bite her. He has like the most primal need to bite her. And he knows that she wants it even outside of the heat. He is listening to her when she's not in the middle of heat. And so he didn't want him and Jonah to basically get in like a knockdown, drag out fight in the middle of her nest and her heat. And she's like, wow, you know what? That is really conscientious of you. And I appreciate it. And you're the best. So that's why he couldn't participate. But they end up reconnecting.
So, like, the three of them are, like, exploring, and all of the other boys are slowly coming out of their comas.
Yes.
And make it downstairs. And then when they finally get down there, she goes up to Jonah and she's like, hi, Alpha. Mm-hmm. And she's like, heat's over. And he smirked. Oh, I know. You told us last night while I was not deep. I frowned, eyes growing wide. What do you mean? Bullet's laugh was loud, and Seth grinned at me. You said, you better finish this one on your own. I'm fucking out of juice. And then you went to sleep. And I have never felt more seen.
Right? Same.
Than a
Same.
post-heat
post-heat, roll over. I'm not.
Yeah. Hey,
I want nothing to do with you for a few hours.
You can finish what you're doing, but like, it's on you, my friend.
Don't involve me.
I'm not.
This is not my business anymore. This is none of my business.
Not my pussy, not my orgasms.
It's true.
Like, you live your best life. Actually, it's your pussy now is what it is. I'm going to bed. You finish whatever it is that you're up to with that knot situation, but like, I'm gone.
It's so good. I'm out of juice. Oh my God.
You better finish this one up on your own. I'm fucking out of juice.
Oh my God. Yes, I love it. I love it. So they, okay, so now is when she asks them to bite her again. This is like the fourth time, because when they were down and they got the threat from the hangman, she was like, just bond me. The answer is very clear, just bond me. And Jonah, once again, was like, no, I don't want you to do it in the middle of the heat, and I don't want you to do it with a threat hanging over your head. And yes, okay,
I don't want you
fine.
to do it just because of that. Okay, cool. That's thoughtful, except for the fact that I want you to do it I wanted you to do it before the fucking threat, you dick nose.
Yeah. And so now she's like, okay, it's time to bond me. And he, again, refuses her. And she says, like, the more you refuse me, the more I think that, like, maybe it's not about me being ready and knowing that I'm right for the pack. Maybe it's that you don't think I'm right for the pack deep down.
Oh, my God. And I don't remember exactly when this happens, but there was a point where it is brought to our attention that Ryan could absolutely
be the
alpha up.
If he wanted to, if he had any interest.
Like,
okay?
but he's not interested in being any kind of prez or head alpha or like whatever the fuck. And so he's not going to do that, but he could. And at one point before Jonah and Seth go back to handle situation times at like hangman times, whatever, at the home, Ryan, Ryan looks Jonah dead in his beautiful face and says, "You're not in charge of me."
He says, you make MC decisions, club decisions, you don't make pack decisions. Actually, no, it's later on that he tells Jonah that. It's right after, because Jonah's pissed off when Baby's in trouble and Ryan can feel it through the bond. And they explain it to him, and he's like, you did fucking what? And he's like, my relationship with Baby is none of your business. If you're dumb enough to refuse her, fine. But I make my own timeline.
Oh my God, and it's so cute because actually, you know what? This is your man. I'm not budgeting.
Okay.
Would you like to share? Would you like to tell us about all of this?
I actually would, yes. So they have this whole fight with Jonah, and she's like, I feel like you just don't think I'm right for the pack, and you're not telling me that. And he's like, no. And she's like, Jonah, I'm falling in love with you, and you're still telling me no. And he says, I don't want to have that with you, and then immediately leave and go down and take care of business at the club and like at the bar. She's like, I guess. And so she walks out of there, and Ryan is right outside. And so he knows exactly what she needs, okay? He takes her into another room, puts her against the door, and then just like hovers over her and around her and ensconces her between the door and his body. And she feels so secure.
Hot.
He's so good. And he's like, look, Scorch is an idiot, but he does come from a good place. And he says, I have no reservations at all. So if that's what you want, you tell me, and it happens. And she's like, oh, okay. This is sure, man. And she's very excited about it. But then they have to say goodbye to everybody because essentially Jonah and Seth are going back to the club down south, and Cole is going to switch with them and join them. And there's so much else going on with Jonah that she doesn't want to mention another complication in the form of don't bring Cole, he's a creepy asshole, I feel like maybe. So she's just going along with it, and that's what they're going to do. So pretty much immediately after Jonah leaves, Ryan takes her up to make sure she has some reassurance sex, and also like, I haven't seen you in 4 days, and I've been stress spraying roses for the whole time. So yeah, they have sex, and she tells him to bite her, and he does. He gives her a bite. This is so hot. How fucking dare everyone?
Hey, listener, I need you to understand that in this universe, a bite mark is basically an orgasm button for whatever alpha's mark it is. Like, she gets a little bit of extra sensation there from in general, but like, if that alpha is touching on that button, or like on
things
it,
can go places real quick.
Come just from that.
And he bites her on her lower lip. And that's where his mark is. So anytime he wants to like run his thumb over her bottom lip or kiss her or whatever, they get that alpha omega connection that's like soul deep and so affirming.
It's hot, but
it's comforting and wonderful.
A lot.
It's hot. Yeah. And so he does the bite, and she feels him, like all of the good parts of him like infuse basically into her body, and they can sort of feel what each other are feeling vaguely through the bond. That's what it is for this universe.
Yeah. And so then Emmy goes missing. Emmy goes missing back at home. Emmy is chef's girl, and she, oh my God, also she walks into this MC club, and the betas have always been known as sweet butts.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, absolutely not.
We're no longer doing that.
That is not what we're doing here.
So and she refers to them as like the women.
Girls.
Yeah, the women or the girls. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she goes missing, and that's chef's lady. And they're like, it's got to be the hangman.
Also, simultaneously, Cole is arriving up north. And after she and Ryan had the bite, he says, I need to ask you a question, and I'm hoping that the bond we have will make it easier for you to answer. And she's expecting, like, what does it feel like? Or, you know, whatever. And he says, what happened with Cole that day that you came to me all stressed and like, yucky feeling? And so she tells him, and he's fucking pissed. And she tells him the other realization that she had coming out of the heat is that she feels like the attraction she felt to Cole was purely because of these new heat feelings, and she doesn't think that a bond with him is necessary or wanted anymore at all.
Well, it's also like, he's got a good smell, but guess what? The smell covers up, it's an air freshener.
Exactly.
It covers up something gross.
Yeah.
And like, it's one of those things too where it's really interesting in this universe, because there's a lot of discussion in this book and in later books where it's like, it's not an end all be all. It's not impossible for you to eventually bond with more members of the pack.
Right.
Like, you will, like, you can prove to that like, it's dating, you know. It's like, these are people who are part of this intimate relationship situation, but they're not part of the romantic aspect of the situation, right? Or the sexual aspect of the situation. But it doesn't mean that that's not impossible. It just means that it's not now. And Cole could have just stopped being a dick nose and shown that he actually wanted her, except from every fucking turn, it is clear that she is just a slick omega pussy to him.
Yes.
Not even put a hole.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because when he arrives, all the guys back her up. And this is when he says, you know, I missed the best part. And she tells him that she no longer wants to explore a bond with him at all. And she's surprised because it seems like he takes it really well. He's like, okay, no, I get that. And it doesn't mean that I'm like giving up, you know, but I understand that it's not going to happen right now. And she's like, oh my God, this is very mature out of Cole.
Such a
That's
fucking
wild.
So
yeah.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
So anyway, now Emmy goes missing, and Ryan and Bullet are asked to come down and back
Cole.
up the club.
They take Cole with them.
Essentially. Yes,
importantly.
Yeah. Yes.
So it is now just Books and Tornado at home with her. And we end up with another Captain scene where Tornado knocks the hell out of her.
Yeah.
And Books and Tornado bite her at the same time.
Yeah.
And Books, that schmarmy son of a bitch, this is even more devious than the lip, because he bites her like on the fleshy part just below her thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mountain of Venus?
Something like that, yeah. Because he wants to be able to remind her anytime. Ooh.
Tornado bites her on her boob.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God. And so they're like, they give her their bites, and then they go into like post not bond pass out times.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's so cute because from Ryan's perspective, we see him like
we do get Ryan's perspective.
The bonds pop into place.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot about this chapter.
And he's so happy about it. He's like, oh, because now like they're home, they are on the road to go find Emmy. They're like out and about meandering because he's on his bike when the next scene happens.
And they're leaving a meeting with the hangman, and Buzz is trying to be like, what, who, us? No way. Look at all of the people we have here. And yeah, and there's a couple of times when Bullet asks him how she's doing because he knows that the bond does that. And Ryan says, I think she's really good. Books and Tornado seem to be like pampering her, spoiling her. And both of them are like, oh, we love it so much. But it's so cute. It's so cute. So anyway, she goes to the bathroom after everybody's passed out from incredible sex and bonding bites. And she hears like a commotion in the house and realizes that there are intruders and they're going to subdue them and kidnap her. So she's fighting for her fucking life. Tornado is going
she
bananas.
Just hears Tornado yell, run.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
He's losing it trying to protect her.
It's devastating. It's rough. Yeah. And Green feels all because he can feel faintly when Books and Tornado pop in. It's like she is the sun that they all orbit around, right? And so like they can feel each other, like they're aware the other exists, and they can very faintly feel the other people. And so like he knows that a new node has popped into this universe.
Yeah. And he feels all three of them freak the fuck out.
And then go blank. Because they get sedated.
And y'all, he legitimately crashes his motorcycle because he is so overcome with the fact that the center of his universe is in some sort of distress. Okay?
Oh, God.
So everybody else comes over and they're like, Green, what the fuck? And he's like, we have to get to Baby. Somebody has her. It's really bad. And Jonah tries to come at him and he's like, he just swats him down like a fly because he's so hot. And now they're like, okay, we're going to follow the rest of the hangmen because I'm sure they're going to be on their bikes heading to wherever they're going. And then they realize that Cole never actually arrived back. He had been texting them being like, oh, yeah, I got ahead of you and now I'm, going around town being like, bloody-blee, have you seen Emmy? But he was not.
This was hard
there.
to whimsy. This was hard to whimsy, but we
Okay.
find out
Okay.
through Lizzie that Cole is not just an ex-motorcycle brother with Butthead,
Hangman, Buzz.
Buzzard.
Yeah.
Yep. Not just motorcycle. That is his blood half-brother.
Yeah.
And he has been plotting with them
Mm-hmm.
to get the Omega.
Yes. And they figure out
How
that,
did
like,
you not know?
who?
How did Nine, the prez before Jonah, who let Cole in, how did you not? I feel like that's something you find out when you're bringing in a runaway.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I had a lot of questions.
I think they were dealing with his addiction at that point. Like, they were trying to get him some methadone. You know, there were bigger issues,
forgot
I
about
think.
that.
You know?
Yeah, that fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. And so Lizzie feels really bad because she didn't put the pieces together, but she says, I know that he's been talking to his half-brother Buzzard, but I didn't realize that, like, any of this was going on. I'm so sorry. So they go up, and meanwhile, we flip to her perspective, and she wakes up in a dog cage next to Emmy. And Emmy, she calls her the Shakespeare of insults. Please, Sabrina, please. Hold the phone, everyone. Sabrina's coming in
I got
hot.
you, I got you, not legal name, baby.
Yeah.
You skis bag motherfuckers are gonna eat my fat dick for breakfast after I'm done with you. I'm gonna bury you so deep in your own fucking shit you'll fertilize the bedrock. I'm gonna twist you up and make you look at your own asshole. Emmy is the Shakespeare of threats, I thought.
That's
You're
so
gonna be
good.
shitting your own goddamn teeth.
She's so good.
Emmy's in a state.
What a delight. You know, and at every moment, Emmy is a delight.
This is one of those moments I wish I wasn't Swiss cheese, because I would love to be able
Use
to
those.
remember.
Same.
Like, skis
know.
bag motherfucker's gonna eat my fat dick for breakfast. And it's like, all of those words are words that I would use.
Sure.
I would never remember to use them in that order.
I know,
You know?
in that genius way. I hear you. Yeah. Especially right off the cuff, you know?
Oh my God, Emmy, in this situation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably barely been fed for a couple of days being in captivity with these assholes. Well, and so she wakes up and she realizes that they might be in like an abandoned house of some sort, but it's like nice, but like there's no utilities, right? They've got like battery operated lights around and stuff. And then Cole saunters in to this room being like, Lizzie, shut the fuck up. There's like, you give us less and less reason to keep you alive every time you speak, essentially. And she's like, oh my God, you were working with the hangman the whole time. And Cole says, no, this is all the Omega's fault because you should have just made me your alpha. I was totally in with the Howlers until you
And then
didn't make
kept
me
that
your
pussy
alpha.
away from me.
Yes. And so now I'm going to make you with my half-brother and brother in rape Buzzard is what we're going to do.
Before you get bonded. And she's
Yes.
like, huh,
Yeah.
oh, joke's on you, buddy. And he's
Uh-huh.
like, well, and he goes into a rage and he's
Yeah.
like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to kill your fucking alphas then.
Yes. And then he takes her into a room with a mattress on the floor. And she proceeds to kick the ever-loving shit out of him until he gives up and leaves, which I loved.
What a bad bitch.
I mean, and it's due to Brody.
She uses that courting gift to fucking make him leave her the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And he's all pissed off because she's like smashed his pretty nose in.
Sure.
And he's all like, "Brr, brr, 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 brr." And then
My
she
brother's gonna
le-
really mess you up, and I'm gonna love watching. Gross, Cole. Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
and then basically what happens is Buzz does come in and
Mhm.
she realizes Buzz has a gun. And
Mhm.
instead of being like, oh no, he's gonna shoot me, she remembers bullets training. And like
Yes.
how to tell if a gun is loaded. And like the important thing is to get the gun. Treat every gun like it's a loaded gun. And like all sorts of things. And then she does successfully get that gun away from Buzz and shoots him straight in the face.
The best part is that she's laying on the ground with the gun pointed up at him, and he says, "You're not gonna shoot me."
The impact of that quote
Yes.
is like so intense because she's looking at him holding. He says, "You're gonna shoot me?" he asked, eyebrow ticking up. "I kind of doubt it, baby. I shot him twice."
I shot him twice. Fuck yeah, you did. Yes. And he's dead. Like, she kills him. So then she uses that gun to make the rest of the henchmen, like, take her to Lizzie, get Lizzie out of the thing. Then Cole shows up being like, what the fuck? He's trying to get into the door. And so she's like, oh man, I really wanted to see Cole's face when I fucked him up, but like, whatever. And so she shoots him in the leg through the door.
She opens the door. He's on the ground with bleeding out of his thigh.
Yeah.
And he's holding it like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did that." And it's like, baby, you bad bitch.
It's so
You
good.
bad bitch. It's so good.
And then they jump out a window.
And she's like, well, no. Most
No.
importantly is she is now focusing on the goons down the hallway with guns.
Yeah.
And they're like, and he's like, you need to like kill her because she killed, like get her because she killed Buzz. And then she hears Emmy scream.
My other favorite part is when she comes out and she says, "I think we can all agree that I'm too much trouble for what I'm worth."
Well, especially at this point, she has a gun in each hand. She has one
Yes.
gun trained on those goons, the other trained on Cole. And she's like, I will burn this motherfucker down.
It's so good.
And then, like, I don't remember exactly what gets there, but she hears Emmy scream and she turns around and sees that Cole is like attacking Emmy. And she says, "Go fuck yourself," and shoots him in the throat. Cole is dead.
Yes.
She fucking ended a family line. Good
Loved
for
it.
you, baby.
Yes. And saves Emmy. And so she and Emmy end up like jumping out that window just as the Howlers and the police arrive. Turns out this entire abandoned complex has been a site of beta trafficking, maybe omega trafficking by the hangman. And so they see like 6 other ladies get found and like wrapped in foil blankets too, you know? Meanwhile, Emmy's boyfriend, Chef/Jeff, is like, "You have saved my world and I owe you my life because Emmy's back with me." And it's so sweet. And then basically everybody, the takeaway from this is we don't have a lot of time on this earth, and so bond while you can, you know? So all of the alphas are going to bond, not only her, but like the alphas that she doesn't want sexually are going to bond their betas. And it's the best.
And it's the best part though is like she doesn't, because Jonah is now especially kicking himself, and he is having a pity party of one. Nobody has any time for it, including Baby, because Bullet is like, he decided to wait until Jonah bonded her because he just didn't want to cause trouble. But he is so fucked up over this whole experience. He's like, Jonah can go fuck himself.
Jonah can do whatever he wants.
I need you.
I don't give a shit.
But like, I need you. And she fucking listens. She's like, yeah, because Jonah is being unnecessarily annoying about this whole situation.
I mean, truly.
He is free to do whatever he wants. But this idea that he has some say over anybody else bonding with her, you can go fuck yourself, bro.
Absolutely.
You don't get to do that. And Quincy is like, it's my turn. And she makes Jonah wait for and good for her.
Yeah, they go and they bond. They have this beautiful scene. She presents for him. He's one of the only ones that bites her like from behind, and he bites her on the juncture between her neck and her shoulder. And then when she comes out, they basically ordered an entire Chinese restaurant. It's just everywhere. Crab rangoons as far as the eye can see.
Oh my God. And it's so funny because she's like, I need to get some carbs in me so that I can confront Jonah. I have a whole speech prepared. I have this whole thing. And she gets an egg roll and she's nomming on that egg roll and she is mid-chew
But it's so hot.
when Jonah comes out of his office.
And she's getting her mouth burnt. And so she's like, she can't
I
talk
thought you meant,
around
like,
the goddamn
horny hot,
egg roll.
And I was like,
no.
what?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, and so Jonah gets, like, to speak a lot because she's, having warfare with this fucking egg roll.
Literally, the quote is, he knelt and my eyes bugged because he comes out of his office and he's like, baby, and he just launches into it. There is no waiting. And he's like, I'm so sorry, I fucked up. You're so important to me and I should have listened and I blah, blah, blah. And he knelt, my eyes bugged as I tried to chew through a too hot bite of food and answer him, for fuck's sake. And he like keeps going, and then she finally swallows and she's like, shut up. And he's like, oh my god,
he's immediately crestfallen.
Like, oh my god,
this
it's
too late. She decided against me.
And she says, no, sorry, I liked where you were going with that, but I kind of like, I worked up this whole speech and you were making it kind of pointless. And he's like, I like your speeches.
Aww.
And she's like, good, because you're in for a lifetime of them.
Yeah.
And then she lays down the law. She's like, I belong here. I love this pack. I love my motorcycle ladies. I love my non-bonded pack members. And fuck you, I want you to be a bonded pack member.
And, Jonah, you're going to stop fucking around with me and my heart, and you're going to stop fucking around with Seth's heart. And you're going to bond us both right the fuck now because we need each other.
Oh my god. And then it's so funny because I'm just looking through the rest of this quote and he's like, I regret making you wait. I regret making both of you wait, including Seth. And they're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, make out already!
Yeah.
Bullet crowed, hands cupped around his mouth like a megaphone. They're all
them.
such shitsters, and I love the way everyone just supports each other, and they're like, yeah that's our girl, and like, that's your man, your boy, and like,
Well, and I also love it because right after they get back from this horribly traumatic experience, they have to navigate, like, who gets precedent with baby, And this is the one and only time that the alphas start, like, kind of coming at each other. Ryan goes over to grab her and take her on his lap, and Bullet, not bonded yet, growls at him. And Ryan's like, okay. And then Books is like, it's just Books is explaining it to everybody. It's just because he's not bonded. Like, he'll feel way more secure once they're actually bonded. So, like, give him a minute. And so she, like, strokes Ryan's arm to make him feel better. She can see that Jonah is looking at her longingly from across the room. And she's like, I wish I could comfort everyone, but I am just one Omega, she says. It's great. But so we see, like, a little bit of friction there, too. And the way that they navigate that, even in the incredibly high-stress situation,
Yeah.
Anyway, so now
it's real cute.
It's DP times. We've got a double penetration scene. Seth's in the back door, Jonah's in the front door, and it makes it so Jonah can not only bite her neck, but then she says, do it. It's like, make sure to do it right now. We belong together. And so he pulls Seth even closer. She's squished between these two men, and he bites Seth's shoulder too. And now she can feel Seth in their little universe as well. His emotional landscape. And they're all
real
mates.
Good, y'all.
It's wonderful.
It's real good. And then they're together foreversies, y'all. It's like,
plus the best and only place she can work is with Ryan. You know what I mean? Like, she wants a job.
Yes.
She wants a job. And they're all like, well, one of the hangmen got away. Indy got away. And that's going to become a huge thing in the second and third book for Lola, because I'm pretty sure he wants revenge on Lola for some romance reason, plot reason. What's up?
Continue. I just have the quote of them, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever read in my life.
Oh, okay. So they're like, ugh, we don't want, it's a little too public facing, being like a waitress or, something else. And then Ryan's like, she can work with me.
Yeah, and she's like, I can? And he's like, sure, it's quiet and private, and I've got catching up to do on growing. Kind of monotonous, but if you don't mind simple work and letting your mind go other places, then it's meditative.
Ugh.
That's no fair. Now he's getting baby to himself all day, Bullet muttered. What were you gonna do with her? You're not my security team if all you're doing is eating pussy.
It's so good. So
Jonah's
now
like, bro.
Yeah, what are you talking about? So now she just gets to play with plants and be around Ryan's, like, totally just bedrock spirit all day, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
And what a serene way to live.
What a
great time.
What a quality existence to be the lady wife
Oh, God.
that gets to just play with plants and hang out.
And gets spoiled by every man in the vicinity, not just her romantic partners, okay?
Oh my God.
She's got
And
built-in best
they spoil
friends.
her. She spoils them.
Yeah.
She gets to build blanket forts with all of her besties.
Yeah. And they're going to do a renovation.
Oh my God. And then every year, or like every time she goes into heat, they just go on like a club vacation.
Yes.
And everyone goes up to the estate, takes like a 2-week vacay to the estate.
Yeah. So that she can have like the legit nest and the privacy and the sanctity that an Omega craves in her time of heat.
They're also gonna do a remodel of the
Ooh.
strip mall and add a level and like give her a jacuzzi tub and like
Yeah,
everyone
because
gets their own
Jonah-
little bedroom.
Right?
And
You have the ability to make this place better, you dumbass. Like, what was his deal? We know what his deal was, but like, Jesus. He's got his head
I'm
out of his
glad
ass.
his head came out.
It's fine.
I forgot and I had the same experience the first time reading this book,
Mhm.
and I remember it very vividly, where like about 2/3 of the way through the book, I was like,
Mhm.
bro.
Yeah.
Like,
He starts out so hot, and then about
Bro.
2/3 of the way through, you're like, what a fucking downer. What a drip. You know? Jesus, Jonah. Life does not need to be this hard. You know?
oh my
Ugh.
God, it really does it. Like, this is, you,
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
you are making it this hard, Jonah.
Oh my God, during Bestie Snuggle, when they do the blanket fort, she says, I don't know what a nodding is like to all the betas. And Emmy's like, what? They haven't given you a knot yet? And everybody's like, ah. And she's like, oh my God, this is Jonah doing that stupid self-sacrificing thing, Emmy says. And it's true.
Everyone knows.
Ugh.
That man lives to hate himself.
God damn. Yeah,
It's all
but
his fault.
It's fine. We fix it. It's great. She's just
Oh
growing
my
with
God,
Ryan.
it's so
and-
funny. What leads to her first knot is they're like, well, if you don't know about knots, let's look at some porn. And then she
Let's
just
look at some
watches
AO
porn in the
porn.
blanket fort with her besties, and then
Yeah.
Emmy literally shows up in that warehouse like storage area, and she's like,
Smelling
hey
to high
Jenna,
heaven.
I think a lady needs you. And he's like,
Yeah.
what happened? And she's like, no, not like that.
Also, I got you coverage at the bar for the whole night. It's fine. It's fine. Just go figure out what she needs.
She needs something from you that I cannot provide.
And Jonah is thinking like, oh my God, I left her with them and they annoyed her and she kicked them out. Now it's going to be a whole thing. And Seth is behind him on the stairs being like, you really don't pick up things really fast, do you? Like,
Anything.
You're being a super
No.
dumbass.
Oh my God. And then when they get up there, it's just, you can hear her fucking finger banging herself from the front room.
Because of the squish noises happening, y'all. They can hear squish noises coming out of the blanket fort.
Yeah, Melody
This
is
poor
like,
woman.
yeah, there's just not a whole lot of slick in the. There's a lot of slick in. There's
No,
still
I mean like
that-
mentions of slick in particular, using the word slick.
The word slick is not used in proliferation the way it is in other Omegaverse. You are correct.
That's what I mean.
But this is a sopping book, y'all.
For sure. No, it drips too.
It's just hilarious. Oh, boy,
and that's
so
it. That's the end. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Sabrina's going to tell me about Lola on Patreon.
Oh, yes. At the very least, Lola. We'll have at least one other TBR person, and we're going to teach you some things, Melody, about the rest of the series. What's your lady love, Melody?
My lady love is when science catches up to your lived experience. Okay? Finally, somebody has connected having ADHD with perimenopause showing up early.
Oh, no. I don't want that.
Oh, God. Well, sorry. A new study has come out in September of 2025 that examines perimenopausal symptoms in women with and without ADHD. And not only can perimenopausal symptoms be a little bit more severe with people with ADHD, but it can happen 10 years earlier than the average neurotypical woman. So the time that I was holding my fan in the doctor's office being like, I feel like this might be perimenopause, you know? Like, I've never had hot flashes like this in my life, and like, here are all of my other symptoms. And the doctor looked at me and told me that, like, to shut up, you stupid woman, you're too young for that. Like, he just needs to get up with the times is what he needs to do. So, yeah.
That's your lady love?
Yeah, so the conclusion of this study is women with ADHD have higher prevalence of severe perimenopausal symptoms. These symptoms present at an earlier age than among women without ADHD, indicating an earlier onset age of perimenopause in ADHD. Thank you. Thank you, science.
Man, the neurospicy hits just keep coming.
Keep on coming. I know.
I didn't have an anti-lady love until you shared your lady love this
No, it is a
week.
lady love though, because my experience is being validated.
You are validated. That's fine, but my anti-lady love is finding out that I have less than a decade before I start menopause or perimenopause probably. Yeah. Like, how old are you?
I'm 38. I'm not even 40.
Well, less than a decade. Less than a decade before me. And I've already had issues as somebody with a womb and a uterus. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I can only imagine what this is going to be like.
Yeah, and because it's like such a hormone upset, perimenopause and menopause already exacerbate ADHD symptoms because of just like the ride. Well, just like there are times of the month when my executive function is always just a little bit off. No matter how well I'm managing or taking my meds, I'm doing all the shit, I'm doing the coping mechanisms, and there's still like nothing for it a lot of times. Just because of the time of the month that I'm in, you know? So I was pretty stoked to find that out, and that doctor can go fuck himself. Mm-hmm. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Don't mansplain perimenopause to me.
Go kick rocks, you skis bag motherfucker.
Maybe someday he'll shit his own teeth. Who knows?
I feel like wishing that on somebody might be some kind of crime, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Melody.
In the words of Emmy, sure. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, what's your lady love?
Well, I'm glad I'm going second because I don't want to end on an anti-lady love. My lady love this week is privacy window clings.
Ooh, yeah.
I recently had to replace my blinds because I have dogs that go to prison when no one's home.
Yes.
And somehow one of them was no longer in the prison, and Gumbo was just free balling for 7 hours in my house one day. And everything was okay until a person walked on the sidewalk.
Oh boy, how
And
dare
then
they?
He just had to be, I mean, fair. And he got his nose all up in the blinds, and like I was planning on I don't like blinds like that anyway, and so like
Sure.
at some point I was gonna replace them anyway, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. And then I didn't have a choice because Gumbo did decide go fuck yourself, and it's one of those things where like I can't even be mad because like once he broke a blind, now he knows he can get through blinds. It is no longer a wall, it is a thing he can see. So like I'm not mad at him, whatever. Just upped the timeline. He could have had better timing, you know. It was the day after my birthday.
Yeah, not in the middle of
when
a
it
plants
happened.
apocalypse too.
Oh god. Yeah.
You were dealing with too much for Gumbo to go rogue like that. As a good roommate, that was not cool.
I will say though, like I couldn't even be that because like he didn't chew anything, he didn't potty anywhere. I was baffled that there were no accidents in the house. Like I could not believe it, and that's just further confirmation that he is not the problem. Poor Gumbo goes to prison. And it's not even his issue.
I know.
But yeah, so I ended up like I've decided that instead of buying curtains, because I don't like curtains either. So I don't like blinds. I don't like curtains. I have decided to sew myself some Roman blinds with some cute fabrics and things like that. But until then, I still needed things. So I have so much fucking fabric. So I just like tacked up some pretty gray fabric and ordered some like prismatic rainbow privacy clings.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it would have been helpful. One, couple of things I learned. One, if you're going to put up those privacy window clings, that you do the spray boy on the thing, right? One, helpful to have another person there. Just
well, especially because you were covering such a huge area too.
Oh my god, it was a lot. It was my entire front window. It was 8 panes.
Yeah.
And so I did do the thing all on my own. Actually, that's not even the number one. That's the second most important thing. The number one most important thing is if you're looking at it going, is that enough water? For the ease of your application, it is not. It is not, because the wetter that window, the easier it slides around, the easier it is to move things around. So
the easier it is to get bubbles
like
out.
my biggest advice. But like, yeah, I got these like gigantic, beautiful, like prismatic, glowing window now. And when the light hits it, it's like a beautiful rainbow, and it makes me so happy. And it feels like an art installation in my living room.
Yes,
and
please.
It did, in fact, high gear kick me into nesting. So, like, that's where I'm at now.
I fucking love nesting, man.
I think I will enjoy it this time around because I have realized that I don't need to have a perfect plan.
No.
Before I can start, and I'm just going to do the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's just, it's a beautiful prismatic rainbow window. And I even like hung like a plant garland across the top of it. Now my TV's in front of it. Like, ooh.
It's lovely.
Melody. Oh, you're going to get so many pictures of all of the fun, beautiful little things that I do. And I'm so excited.
Yes,
honestly,
please.
At this point, the only thing holding me back from really just going narts to the wall.
On that Murphy bed, you mean? Sabrina
on
build
everything.
A Murphy bed? What?
Yeah, I am.
That's a project that scares me, but cool.
You can do anything through the power of YouTube.
It's true.
And the only thing that is holding me back at this present moment is that I have a sedan and not a truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because what I want are long pieces of wood. And I can, in fact, get long pieces of wood for free off of Marketplace.
Oh.
You know what I can't get off of Marketplace for free? A truck.
Yeah, you'd have to rent one, right?
Pieces of wood. I'd have to rent one. I'd have to fucking borrow from somebody. I haven't figured out how exactly I'm going to do it. I don't know. I just need to work that. Because, like, I have an Accord, right? So, like, if I drop down that back seat, I have a significant space, especially, like, if I'm carefully, I can have the wood come up through the thing, right?
Yes.
But, like, I just...
Oh my God. Do you remember that time I picked up like 700 pounds of blue
dirt?
slate? No, of the big giant gray stone things in my Prius. And I thought that was like a totally reasonable idea. I ended up having to drive home at like 15 miles an hour the whole time.
Yeah, because your car couldn't hold it.
I didn't clear this plan with Michael, and everyone could tell.
Well, yeah, because if you had at all talked to Michael, he would have had a better plan.
Or he would have just been like,
home.
hey, like, we'll do other blue whatever. We'll get the rock for you, but, like, don't go by yourself and have you and another lady try to... And then I had nobody to help me unload them, too. I didn't think about unloading.
Melody, it's not that Michael would have had a better plan. It's that Michael would have had a plan.
Yeah. I didn't think about the fact that, like, I was low riding in that Prius.
Oh, I believe it.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I got plans. I got plans.
All right.
But anyway,
love you. I love you, listener.
Hey, I love you. We love you. Keep being a badass and love yourself as much as you love Ryan saying, go fuck yourself and bonding you anyway.
You're not my alpha, okay? I'm my own
alpha. Go fuck yourself.
Alpha.
That is so uncreative. Love yourself as much as you love Emmy being the Shakespeare of insults.
For sure. Yes. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. Next week, we'll be back with a devastatingly timely book, For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lind. Yes, it wrecked us. Heaving Bosoms is produced by us, Melody Carlisle and Sabrina Bradley. Editing is done by me, Melody Carlisle. Our theme music is by the incredible singer-songwriter Brittany Fonts, and our art is by the ultra-talented author Kate Pryor. If you like our show, remember to follow us on your favorite podcast app, rate us 5 stars, and leave a review. That one small action is a huge way to help the show. If you want to get in touch with us for advertising inquiries or anything else, you can email us at heavingbosomspodcast@gmail.com. If you want more of us, visit patreon.com/heavingbosomspodcast. You can also find us on Instagram at Heaving Bosoms, on TikTok at Heaving_Bosoms, and in our Facebook group, the Heaving Bosoms Geriatric Friendship Cult. See you next week.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.